that it is a snail is evident from the word chilazon itself. So I would say certain chilazon is a snail. We also know from the Gemara that the chilazon is off the northern coast of Eretz Yisrael. That's where you find it today. We also know, as mentioned before, that it produces a blue dye, which is identical in color, even in chemistry, to kloilo, which is indigo. And we know it's indigo from many sources. There's no question, there should be no question that kloilo is indigo. So we have certainty. Someone asked me, are you sure? So I said 99%. No, it's 100% today. I don't have any doubt whatsoever. People who discovered the Tekhelet have indeed found the right creature and the right method, and we can be mekayim the mitzvah of Tekhelet.
The Gemara says the idea of the Tekhelet is Damar Rakia, to remind us of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. The Kisei HaKavod, Urisa Mosa says Chartam is Kol Mitzvah Hashem. When one looks at the Urisa Mosa, we're supposed to, some Rishonim count this as a mitzvah, Urisa Mosa. There's a mitzvah to have tzitzis, and Yebega is a mitzvah to look at the Sma counts it as a mitzvah to look at the tzitzis. So we're supposed to have in mind that the Tekhelet should remind us of the Kisei HaKavod. We should have Yireh Shamayim. And Tekhelet should also give us humility. We should realize that there's a lot in this world that we don't understand, and a lot in Torah that we don't understand.
Is there a downside to wearing a colored string on tzitzis if it's not the real Tekhelet? And it became very clear to me from the different things that I saw that there was really virtually only an upside, and a tremendous upside at that, and virtually no downside, even if it was not the real Tekhelet. It was merely a question of expense. Then a young man came to Milwaukee, a bright young man, and he did a presentation in our kollel, and any opposition that was presented to the fact that it could be the real Tekhelet was just shot down immediately. It became more and more clear that the potential for the kiyum of a mitzvah saseh daraisa was available to us. Says the Ramban, Aval hazikaron hu b'chut Tekhelet. Right? The uschat ha'ma'isa, you're going to remember. How are you going to remember Hashem's mitzvahs? You're going to remember it with the strand of Tekhelet. Sheroimes lemida hakoleles hakoil. It points to a midah that is all-inclusive. Shehi bakoil v'tachlis hakoil. So we're now in the days before Mashiach comes. I think that what the Radzina said in the name of the Kosher Tzemagid is alluded to here, that the Uschatim is Kol Mitzvahs Hashem is coming dafka from the Chut Shel Tekhelet, not the Chut Shel Lavam, and that's going to be Meloshin Kalois. That's how the Golus is going to end with the revelation of this mitzvah.
Tekhelet is the emotional reminder of the bond between ourselves and Hashem, and how we wish to get closer to Hashem with Ahavat Hashem, the love of Hashem, the love of Torah and mitzvot.
Today, many tens of thousands of Jews all over the world wear tzitzit that have Tekhelet. There's no question that in our time, with the revival of everything else in the Jewish world, the Tekhelet has also been revived, and one is able to fulfill the mitzvah, the commandment of the Torah, as the Torah asked us to, by wearing a string of Tekhelet together with the white of our tzitzit.
Und der Rambam, in der Smag, in der Rief, kennen auch nicht die Moment, dass der Loch im Klall. No, Nignas Bescheid, wie viel sind Nignas?
Michael, ihr seid מחויב,
הוא כבר עושה כזה 3 שנים, הוא כבר עושה כזה יום בלילה, עכשיו עובר אבי חי.
בהצלח.
אמן.
מחר נדעת מהמועצת.
Wie kämen? Als der Rav hat mir gesagt, dass ich bin מחויב, das ist schon ein Schuss.
ihr Alter, du weißt, wo ist מחויב?
To me, the rediscovery of Tekhelet is part of the process of the Geula. We lost the ability to do this simple mitzvah, basic mitzvah, totally and completely and comprehensively many, many centuries ago. So that part of the experience of Golos has been tzitzis without Tekhelet. And it's exciting to me, and my hands are actually trembling, not from age. My hands are trembling from awe that I can hold in my hands real, authentic, genuine Tekhelet, and compare Tekhelet to Lavan, the blue and the white. Something that my father, grandfather, great-grandfather, who knows how far back, couldn't do and didn't even dream of doing. And this is what I experience in a very profound, personal, spiritual way. Every time I put on my talis in the morning and see the strings of Tekhelet and know that I'm part of this process of reconnecting with what it's all about, with the totality of God's world. But when you see the Tekhelet and you realize that we've recovered something that was missing for centuries and now we have it, we know we could be confident that everything we're missing will be regained, and we will again become complete people, a complete nation. That's the meaning of Tekhelet for me personally, every single day of the year.
Play